Hi all, it's Danny B and welcome back to Danny B Needs a Minute. This could be a Danny B Needs a While. It has been one hectic week and I have not had a chance to give you guys a Danny B Needs a Minute this week. If you don't know, I live over in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and yes, this past weekend we were hit by a tornado that did come through our town, which left us without power for a little while. Now, we do want to say a lot of people reached out, both by tweeting at me, by commenting on something here on the YouTube channel, and I do want to say thank you so much to all of you who asked about me and Claudia. We are fine. Our house is fine. We sustained no damage. We were about a mile and a half outside of the tornado's path, but it did mean a lot to know that some of you guys were worried and were asking about us. So we're fine, and it is time now to get back to work. It's been a hectic and crazy week of NASCAR news coming out that I couldn't keep up with everything as we were having to delay due to the power outages, so I thought let's just let it ride out until Friday. So here we are. Welcome to Danny B Needs a Minute. Let's get straight into recapping a full week of NASCAR news, whether it's new people in new places, people returning to NASCAR, sponsorship news, etc., etc. Let's get into it. First thing coming from Friday, Adam Stern reported that Spire Motorsports purchased KBM's shop near Charlotte for almost $14.5 million. Furthermore, on Saturday, I saw another tweet from Adam Stern coming from The Observer that said that Spire paid $7 million more than what Iredell County tax assessors said the building and land were actually worth, according to county tax records. So Spire Motorsports definitely wanted this facility and all it had to offer. They were willing to pay Kyle Busch a pretty penny, and it's no wonder he let it all go, because they gave him the right offer and he couldn't refuse. Now, speaking of the truck series, we have a few announcements here. Hill Motorsports announced that Timmy Hill will be running full-time in 2024 for Hill Motorsports with strong support from partners Unit Storage and Coble Enterprises. He'll be running the 56 truck. 10 numbers down, yes, it was made official that Thad Moffitt will be driving the number 46 for Faction 46, a brand new truck series team. This team was first revealed on Out of the Groove of Eric Estep, and he was a big part in the reveal, as well as Richard Petty, who admitted that he will not have a role with this team, but rather he is there to support his grandson, Thad Moffitt. Hunt Brothers Pizza will have a new driver in 2024 as they announced that they'll be featured as a primary sponsor for select races for Joey Logano, and they'll also be an associate sponsor for Ryan Blaney. Junior Motorsports has revealed Sammy Smith's car for the 2024 season, as Pilot Flying J is back with Junior Motorsports with the number 8 car driven by Sammy Smith for 2024. The car looks really good in my opinion, has those classic Pilot Flying J colors, and I'm sure it's going to look really good when it hits the track. And speaking of drivers in new places, Spire Motorsports and Carson Hocevar has revealed that Ziegler Automotive Group will be with Carson Hocevar for 9 races in 2024, starting at the Daytona 500, featuring a very familiar look that we've seen in the past in the 77, but it's good to see that they're on board for Carson. I saw this first reported by Luis Torres. King Taco will be the title sponsor of the NASCAR Mexico Series race held at the LA Memorial Coliseum. It'll be called the King Taco La Batalla and El Coliseo, which translates to King Taco, the Battle at the Coliseum. Furthermore, in relation to events happening at the Coliseum, Jeff Gluck said that NASCAR says there will be a groundbreaking ceremony for the Clash this Saturday before a Mexico versus Colombia soccer game. Also noticed a new title for the California Speedway President Dave Allen in a news release. He's now referred to as President of the NASCAR West region. Do with that what you may. Although he come up short in the battle for the NASCAR Truck Series Championship, Grant Enfinger does know where his new home will be following GMS's closing at the end of 2023. CR7 Motorsports announced this week that Grant Enfinger will be driving the number 9 Chevrolet Silverado for them in 2024. This week, Cody Ware was officially reinstated by NASCAR following an incident that took place earlier this year that resulted in Cody Ware being arrested. The sanctioning body of NASCAR lifted the suspension 4 days after assault charges against Ware and his then girlfriend were dismissed in court as they both decided to not cooperate with prosecutors. The charges for both were dropped Thursday by the Iredell County District Attorney's Office. The dismissal filings in both cases indicated prosecutors couldn't proceed without their testimony. They also indicate that civil litigation, Ware's family and Rick Ware Racing Team had filed 2 civil suits against Ware's former girlfriend, and that will be dismissed as well. NASCAR had previously suspended Cody Ware indefinitely back on April 10th when he was charged, and it announced his reinstatement this past Tuesday afternoon. Bob Pockris was able to get this quote from Cody Ware, where Cody said, "I've maintained my innocence from the very beginning, even as there was a rush to judgment by others. I'm glad this entire matter is behind me because it's been an incredibly difficult 8 months. With all the allegations being dismissed, I'm thankful to have my life back," said Cody Ware. So Cody Ware is officially back and eligible to race in NASCAR. We'll see how soon he gets behind the wheel for Rick Ware Racing in the future though. A paint scheme for this year may have been leaked thanks to a listing on eBay of all places. A user by the name of Keisha.us.N16Y5B had listed for sale a Busch Light Beer NASCAR 10 Tacker sign 2024 Ross Chastain Chevy ZL1, in which this does show what appears to be Ross Chastain's #1 Busch Light Chevrolet Camaro, with a little slogan that says "Race for the Mountains." This is one of those promotional items that gas stations, bars, etc. would be sent by the sponsor to hang up and promote inside their place. It appears as though someone got a hold of this and decided we have no use for this and decided to put it up on eBay for sale. So this, although they haven't officially revealed the paint scheme, appears to be Ross Chastain's Busch Light car. Now on the note of Busch Light, they have of course left Stewart-Haas Racing after the retirement of Kevin Harvick to go to Ross Chastain. Well, we now know who will be in one of the other cars for Stewart-Haas Racing, as Josh Berry has replaced Kevin Harvick. The number 10, vacated by Eric Almirola, will now be driven by Noah Gragson. Yes, it had been reported for a little while now that Noah Gragson was the leading candidate to take over the 10 car. It was officially announced this week that Noah will be driving the 10 in 2024. Noah, of course, was previously indefinitely suspended by NASCAR and let go from Legacy Motor Club following an incident where he liked a racially insensitive meme on Instagram, and it was seen by many people that he had liked that meme. Well, this then led to his time away from the sport, and he's been growing to better himself personally behind the scenes. Noah looks to rebuild his career next season at Stewart-Haas Racing in the 10. Joe Gibbs Racing officially unveiled their 2024 Xfinity Series lineup. The 2024 lineup will be fielded by 4 full-time cars, and 2 will have full-time drivers. The other 2 will have a team of part-time drivers. Sheldon Creed will be piloting the number 18 full-time this season, while Chandler Smith will pilot the number 81 full-time in 2024. Meanwhile, the number 20 car will feature a couple of Cup Series and former Cup Series drivers in John Hunter Nemechek, and Eric Almirola will be piloting the number 20 for 2024. The number 19 will feature a little bit more variety in it, with Ryan Truex, William Sawalich, Joe Graff Jr., and Taylor Gray all taking turns piloting 19 in 2024. Alex Bowman revealed this week that due to the injuries he sustained over the last 2 seasons and not getting to run a full Cup Series schedule in the last 2 years, he will not be looking to race his wing sprint car during the NASCAR season this year in order to focus on being healthy enough to race on Sundays. He of course had his accident during the 2023 season that would derail his season for the most part, taking him all the way from the top of the NASCAR Cup Series standings all the way to missing the playoffs as a result of his time off for injury. SVG's USA Tour has officially been announced. The winner of the NASCAR Cup Series race at the inaugural race at the Chicago Street Course has revealed that he will be making a few select starts for Trackhouse Racing in the NASCAR Cup Series, those being Circuit of the Americas, the Chicago Street Course, Charlotte Motor Speedway on May 26th, Watkins Glen, Talladega Superspeedway on April 21st and October 6th, and the Las Vegas Motor Speedway on October 20th. Meanwhile, he'll also be running a full season in the NASCAR Xfinity Series in a combined effort between Kaulig Racing and Trackhouse, driving number 97 WeatherTech Chevrolet. WeatherTech has also revealed that they will be a sponsor for Zane Smith in the Cup Series this year, as they'll be on his number 71 car, at least for the Daytona 500. Chase Elliott has revealed his Lumar paint scheme for the 2024 season, and when I first saw this, I thought it was just the throwback from this year at Darlington, in which it threw back to his dad's number 9 car from back in the day of Ray Evernham, but no, it's just a solid red base with a little bit of a black flare, a few little spikes here and there, and bright blue numbers on it. So here is Chase Elliott's Lumar paint scheme for the 2024 season. And lastly, as I first saw it reported by Dustin Albino, Lane Riggs, the son of former NASCAR Cup Series driver Scott Riggs, has signed a multi-year deal to be the new driver of the number 38 truck for Front Row Motorsports. But that's all I've got for this week and a recap of this past week on Danny B Needs a Minute. Again, it's been a wild week. We're so thankful that we are safe. We are doing well after the tornado. Please do pray for my town of Hendersonville, Tennessee. But until next time, that's all I've got for today. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully for not a big week recap this time. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.